Assembly of the NT Mini. Got your 10 pieces, left side, your right side, screen piece, bottom, controls, A, B, C, D, E. They should all be marked with a sticker so you can figure out which one is which. Start by putting the left side, which has this little indent on it, inside of the groove on the bottom, followed by putting in the right side. You may have to wiggle a little bit to get them in place. Once you have them, they'll be secure. Next step is to take the piece marked A, find the steeper angle, make sure that the tabs are facing the inside so that you can't see them from the outside. Lean one of the sides over, and then snap it between the two pieces. Once in place, this should be smooth all the way across the top, and it should be locked into the bottom. Next, we're going to build the back 3 panels. These are the C, D, and E pieces. C will also have a steeper angle on the bottom. You'll be able to fit that in same way as you did the front. If they fall apart, just stack them back up again. This is kind of a Lego kit. It doesn't always go together the first try. When it does, it'll snap into place. D goes in the middle. It has 2 very similar angles. Actually, they're the exact same angle. Tabs on the inside. Snap together. E piece will have a 90-degree on the top, then an angle on the bottom. Snap that into place, the 2 tabs, and the back should be complete. Nothing's gonna fall out at this point, it's all secure. Snaps into the bottom to hold it all into place. The last piece is B. It's the one that has the steepest angle of all. It's gonna have the angle on the bottom and the flat on the top. Tabs on the inside. Find one side, slide it into the other. If these all fall out when you do that, put them all back in, try again. This will be loose, that's good. Now you have your top piece, your screen. This has a nice little groove in it as well. This groove will match up perfectly with these panels and 2 side pieces. But you're gonna wanna take your fingers and squeeze on the outside so that they fit. You'll feel a nice little pop when it goes into place, and you'll know everything is in the right order. You may need to grab the E piece and pull it up so that it snaps in. But once that's done, this should be smooth across the bottom. Last step, take your control piece, facing up with the joystick hole on the left-hand side. These 2 little tabs here will fit on the inside of the 2 side panels. It will be a tight fit, so slide it in till you almost have it right, and then push it up against something, or wiggle it in. When you do that, it'll press the sides out, and everything will snap into place. At this point, everything is secure. You can take it apart, put it back together as many times as you want. This is a finished tab. Once you've dry assembled your cab, you'll need to pre-drill 8 holes before you can fully assemble with screws and feet. The screen has 4 holes drilled for you when you receive it, but will need countersinks if you choose to hide the top screws when you put the cab together. We've done that for this one by using a bit the same size as the screw head, and we've countersunk halfway through to meet the T-molding routing line. If you go all the way through, of course, your screws aren't going to stay in, so make sure that you put a mark on your bit so that you're not going past that point. Once you have all 4 of those holes screwed in, you're going to want to put the top on the cab, make sure that it's secure and it's in the exact place, and then you want to grab a bit, 1/4 inch, same size as the screw, and you want to drill through the holes provided into the side piece of the cab. You want to go in as far as your screw will go in so that you do not split the sides of the MDF when you put in the screw. If you skip this step and you try to just screw straight into the MDF, it will definitely crack and tear. This isn't a complete disaster. You can still patch up with some Bondo or some wood putty and go about it that way. This is gonna save you a lot of time and trouble though. Highly suggest you pre-drill all of your holes. On the bottom, there'll be a slight angle to the cab, so make sure that when you're drilling, you drill at an angle so that you don't come out the bottom of the cab. If you do come out the bottom of the cab, come back, try again, patch the hole, sand, no one will know the difference. You're gonna do the exact same thing for the 4 holes on the bottom of the cab. Again, 1/4 inch bit, go down as deep as your screws, and that way you'll have these pre-drilled holes and you won't split your MDF. Once all your holes are pre-drilled, all you have to do is take your screws and attach the top to the sides. Because of the countersinks, you should be able to get the screw halfway through the piece of MDF and it'll hold it nice and tight, and then you can cover up those holes any way you'd like. You can either put wood putty in them, you can put a piece of plexiglass on top and use a longer screw to hold it in place. Whatever you want to do, that's totally fine. Depending on the feet you receive, you'll have to push the screw through the foot. If the plastic covering the bottom of the foot is too tight, you can push a nail through first. Sometimes that helps to get it through if you're having trouble. Once it's through, line it up with the hole, screw it in. And that is your fully assembled and screwed together cab. The only piece that's loose at this point is the center piece here. This can be taken out at any time. Once you decide to put on your T-molding and add a few layers of paint to this, it will become a much tighter fit. So we left a little room for you in case you want to do 2 or 3 coats.